hello kids, greetings and salutations everybody. Well, she's off. We are taking her in. That is the Cougar. She's on her way to get her new suspension put on. Follow along with our journey. We're going to keep you posted on the Roadmaster ComfortRide slipper springs with shock absorbers. We're going to let you know how it goes. So come on, let's go. Oh, here's one last look before she goes. Here's what the factory setup is. As you can see, if your rig has the red drums, that means you have ABS electric brakes on your camper. They started doing that, I think, on some of the 23 models, a lot of the 24 models. And this particular rig came stock with the Road Armor suspension. This one does not have greasable wet bolts. We are going to be putting the 4 shoulders in on the back side of each spring assembly, so this will have 4 greasable points on it. So stay tuned for more. So here we have the ComfortRide slipper spring system from Roadmaster. This is the one that comes very highly acclaimed from Dustin Simpson over at California RV Specialists. And what I can tell you is we noticed a very, very significant difference in traveling down the road. You don't get the bumps and the earthquake pounding that you get when you can tell your camper goes over some road bombs and transfers a lot of that to your truck all the way up to the steering wheel. I did not feel any of that. So what you're looking at here, this replaces the shackle system on your camper, and it turns your suspension into independent. And I'm going to go around to the back side and I'm going to show you what that looks like. So we are looking at a twin axle system such as mine from the inside of what the suspension looks like now. So basically what happens here, guys, is you have a completely independent spring system with shock absorbers, as you can see here, for each axle. Now on a conventional system, you have your shackle system here and on each end, and your springs basically pivot in a central union or yoke or whatever you want to call it right here in the middle. So what happens is those bounce up and down, and all that does is wobble like this, and it transfers all of that to the next axle, vice versa. So all it does is just bounces those road bombs and stuff back and forth. Well, what happens in this system, these springs that you see here are designed to move in and out of this pumpkin, this big bracket that you just saw from the outside. So those springs can move independently, and the shocks take the bombs and the blows, and you don't get the transfer back and forth from axle to axle. So that's how this independent system works. And let me tell you, significant difference. So guys, if you're thinking of doing this system, if memory serves me correctly, I paid about $1,900 for the system itself from eTrailer.com. You can follow all the guidelines that they have on this particular suspension system for your particular camper, and they will guide you of which system that you actually need for your axles. If you have a triple axle, if you have 8,000 pound, 7,000 pound, 6,000 pound twin axle setup, etc. They will get you completely hooked up. They shipped it to me. I had it in about 3 days, and then I took it up to an independent dealership up in Moose Lake, Minnesota, Oak Lake RV. They installed the system for me for about, I think it was $1,043. So you could have the MotorRide independent suspension where they replace your axles. They give you disc brakes versus electric drum brakes. A lot higher, a lot pricier, but for us, we're not full-time, or I probably would have went that route. So for us, this system works out perfectly. But as always, guys, I thank you for tuning in and for watching the channel. I'm going to bring you some more videos coming up shortly of some pretty cool stuff. So as always, have a great one. We'll see you soon. Bye.